Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am back in a new setting. I know it's been a while, and I'm here with a new guest, K-pop metal guy. Hey, how you doing?
What's up? How you doing, man?
Hey, doing pretty good. So I discovered your channel. It was pretty interesting. It's a mesh of K-pop and metal. That's kind of something I haven't quite seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wanna mention anything about your channel real quick before we get into some reactions?
Sure. So basically, I'm mostly like a metal guy, hence the name. But
Right.
once K-pop quickly, once I discovered it, kind of took over my life pretty hard, and I was pretty obsessed with it. Still am, So now I figured, it'd be cool to just do reaction stuff and maybe some other things and do both, metal and K-pop. And through this, I've met a lot of fans that are also metalheads that like K-pop too, because it's not uncommon for people to like multiple different genres of music. But generally my metal friends, they're like, what the hell is K-pop? Like, they think it's cool, I'm into it, but they don't really get it. So I figured making a channel, we're doing both, you can kind of figure it out, or it's just more fun for me and to be able to talk to other people that like both things, and make friends that way. And it's pretty fun to get to watch both things and just react, have a good time.
Sure. Yeah, people like different things, but those are two like extremes almost when you think about them.
Yeah,
So
they're very opposite from the two.
Yeah. Well, all right, cool. On my last video on the channel was baby metal, so that's really the first metal I ever touched on, and I can even remember really listening to. So why don't we go ahead and start with a baby metal song? It's their latest song called Baby Metal Death. I think it's the name of it. Might be wrong about that.
Yeah, it's an older song, but I mean, I think it's on their newest Blu-ray coming out from their last tour, I believe. So it's a earlier song. And I will say, as far as baby metal, I know a lot of metalheads that like baby metal, so that's a good bridge into K-pop, really, because even though they're a Japanese group, it still kind of has that kind of Asian influence to it and sound. So the people that like them, I'm like, well, if you listen to K-pop, you probably like it too. But yeah,
right.
Anyway,
and that's actually how I discovered baby metal, was at a dreamcatcher concert. People had baby metal shirts on, and I'm like, what's this? And I checked it out. So
Dreamcatcher, they're all big fans of baby metal as well. So
yeah. All right, well, let's get into it.
Are you ready?
I saw them when they toured the U.S. actually right before my last Dreamcatcher show. They were phenomenal. Oh yeah. I would imagine this is in Japan.
I would definitely see them, I think, at a concert.
Yeah. Now, they did not do this when I saw them, because I would have had a heart attack. So they come out on crucifixes. It's like, that's the most metal shit I've ever seen. I didn't do that when I saw them, but that's pretty rad. Good God.
Baby metal's being crucified.
Yeah, that's like right there. That's insane. Yeah, they're a hell of a group to see live. They're a lot of fun. I'd love to see them in like Japan, just being in that atmosphere, the crowd that crazy.
Yeah.
Fireworks, that's like an arena,
Absolutely.
They did start out with this song, though. It might be the same set. They just have different production, and it's a lot crazier over there. Like that stage and everything. It's nuts. A lot smaller production in America.
Yeah. I remember the first song I did by them was with Tom Morello.
Yeah, that's a good song too.
Yeah, I really like the guitars in that song.
I think when they played that live, they had like a video of him actually doing the guitar, the video. It was pretty cool.
Look at that one in Nashville.
Yeah. And even though it was a lot smaller show, they were just straight up on a stage. They didn't really have a lot of crazy
what were they in?
It was them and Deathlock and Jason Richardson opened.
The location.
Oh, it was at the the Nashville Municipal Auditorium. So it's like a mid-size venue. It's kind of like almost like a smaller arena venue.
Right.
But the only other time I'd been there, I'd seen Slayer there the last time I saw them. So I'd been there before, but it's a little smaller venue. But the atmosphere definitely feels like this many people were there. That's how good they are in concert. They project such a energy. It's a lot of fun.
The people are hype.
Oh yeah. Especially in Japan, they're like Metallica over there.
Seriously, yeah, I've noticed that their live performances are very epic and large scale. I'm wondering, like, and I wondered this when I started with them, like, what the imagery means, like, what are the messages behind it? And when I started asking that question, I got a lot of people, interacting like, oh, just enjoy the music. It's complicated, but it's got to be there for a reason. Like, it's not somebody just threw some shit over there, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're mostly just trying to be, the embodiment of what metal looks like, as well as what it sounds like. They take all the traditions, the darker black and red, like lighting and the like the leather wristbands and the spikes and the the masks and the heavy guitars and the crosses even now, which they hadn't done before. But I think they're just...
the cross is supposed to tie into like metal being like satanic, or what is...
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing, but it's it's a way to be a little bit blasphemous for sure, but I don't know for them if they're doing it that way or they mean it more as like more of a symbolic thing that they're like saviors of metal, maybe, because they've kind of relayed that message before. So it could be a play on a number of different things, but I think the general imagery is just for not even shock value, but it's just to be like, hey, we're metal, like you don't even have to listen to music. Just if you watch one of our videos like this one, you're like, yeah, these girls are awesome,
Yeah, I'd be curious to look into like the history of metal. Like, how did these typical like aesthetics arise? In the history of the music, that like the satanic elements and where exactly that came from.
Well, really,
is it just kind of the attitude is like it's in a rebellious type of thing? I guess
exactly. It's anti-establishment. It's going against the mainstream, and they're just trying to it's shock value. It's performance art. It's basically doing the opposite of what everyone else's trend is, and that's the whole point of metal. Really, is to be a place for the other people, the weird people that like not mainstream things and are into horror movies and occultism and not even anti-religious, but the religion is the mainstream, it's the norm, so it's another thing to go against that. And that's kind of like what most people draw from metal in general, is that it's like this anti-religious thing. But I mean, it depends on where you look. There's a lot of religious metal bands that are very good.
Well, I mean, you remind me of like Christian rock bands.
Yeah. I mean, there's really good Christian metal bands,
Okay.
Like August Burns Red, As I Lay Dying is a big one. There's a lot of them that are really good. But yeah, I mean, depends on where you look. Metal's so broad. There's so many subgenres and ideals and but the main thing I think baby metal's trying to prove here is just we're metal and we're the embodiment of it, and that's what they're trying to prove, which I think they do very well, considering they're like three young ladies that are just
they can sing pretty well from what I've heard. I mean, they can get up there.
They're a Japanese idol group essentially, with like a metal band behind them, and the metal band is very good too, like very good.
Are they kind of like the first of their kind that metal Japanese girls that mixed?
No, there's been other idol groups. don't know by name, but there's definitely been other ones, not to this magnitude where they've been this popular,
Right.
maybe even this young. But there definitely has been like a blend before. A few other groups are more on the i-dle side than the metal side, but it was kind of there. But yeah,
Okay.
but they're definitely the biggest, and they hit at the right time to kind of reestablish this kind of music, you know.
Sure. Yeah, I'm somebody that I've always liked music that has different levels to it.
Oh yeah,
You know, like music that it's just like lyrically love songs. That's cool.
yeah,
There's a place for that. That's an important human element, right?
sure.
But for me, I like things that are more sophisticated and more like has some kind of substance in them.
Yeah,
And even songs like in K-pop that are lyrically not really too deep.
Right.
Oftentimes, like in their videos, it gets extremely complicated with like what they're putting in them. Like Blackpink videos, for example, like
Sure.
there's all kinds of imagery, layer upon layer, that means something, and you can kind of tell what it means, right?
Yeah.
So watching them, I'm just kind of like looking for, you know, what certain things mean, and I'd like to know kind of what the lyrics are,
Exactly.
you know, and if they write the lyrics, you know, or if they produce at all, you know, things like that that are interesting as you're getting into an artist to kind of know them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, let's keep going. I know they had a member that left.
Yeah, it
But,
got replaced. I forget her name. The one they have now is awesome. Fits right in. Might be Moa. Moa, I think, is already in there. I don't remember who replaced it. Not most familiar with it.
Their lead singer is the one that I recognize pretty quickly.
Very distinguishable.
Yeah. The song has had hardly any lyrics, right?
Yeah, it's an intro.
Intro to a concert or an album?
An album. End of the concert, they usually open with this song, so it's pretty... Maybe, you know, on their headline shows, I don't know about festivals.
So we're not even reacting to a whole song? No, real song? Okay. We're reacting to the experience of baby metal.
Oh yeah, there's some of the, you know, as far as what I've seen even live, like, oh
wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good enough. That's a focus for me. But just them coming on stage was so surreal. Like whenever I saw them. I was so
really into it, man.
Put tears in my eyes. The second they start, you know, they're just phenomenal already. Especially starting out with this, you're just like, geez. And the crowd knows it. They're all hyped up already, so it's just a good atmosphere to be in for a band like that. The level of respect that the metal community has for them, like all the older, even like death metal musicians, all love them. So I appreciate that. They bring it, man. They're not a joke. I mean, they're hella a bunch of performers, and she screams better than a lot of people I know.
You can definitely get a sense of the atmosphere just watching the video.
It's crazy, especially this. Like I said, if I ever had a chance to be out in Japan, I would totally kill to see a baby metal concert there. It'd be just insane because they play in like gigantic stadiums out there. So I don't know the capacity of this arena, but I'm sure it's a lot. Like,
I bet they do Tokyo Dome, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if that's where this is, but you know they have Budokan too, and they have a few other ones. So
yeah, I remember watching Blackpink at the Tokyo Dome, and it's just enormous, man. It's like insane.
It's huge.
I saw them in Vegas, and I thought that was a huge venue, but that Tokyo Dome looks like
you see them at Allegiant.
Yeah.
That venue's huge. It really is.
Oh, it felt like how are you even seeing anything? These people at the back, it's like you can only kind of see the screens. But
I think Twice is playing there tomorrow, actually.
Oh, really?
Cool. Let me see. Allegiant Stadium capacity.
Yeah, I never got into it. I never got into Twice. I know we're gonna stick to baby metal in this video. We're gonna wrap it up, but
right.
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate groups that have more of an edge to them, and Twice always struck me as a group that it's kind of like what you might assume K-pop is. It's kind of like not.
They have a lot of it. Yeah.
Not super edgy. Not it's kind of like, I don't know, tame.
Yeah,
Right
they
word?
got some. They got some edgy albums. Not too many, but they got a couple. Let's see, Allegiant. It's a capacity of 65,000, but it can go up to 70,000. And then the Tokyo Dome might be a lot more than that. Let's see. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Tokyo Dome. Damn it. Clicked on the wrong thing. Tokyo Dome capacity. It's actually 55,000, so it's actually
Yeah.
Legion's actually bigger. So that's pretty crazy.
Okay.
But I think, Tokyo Dome atmosphere makes it feel like there's like probably 100,000 people there,
Yeah.
All right.
Well, okay, guys, that was Baby Metal. I forgot the title already again, but the latest video.
Baby Metal Death.
Yeah, there you go, Baby Metal Death. So yeah, maybe I'll be checking out some more Baby Metal in the future as I'm thinking about getting more active again on the channel. You guys check out Kpop Metal Guys channel, and I'll leave a link in the description. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Thank you, guys.
Foresight paradigm, fine. A foresight paradigm. Foresight paradigm, you fine. A foresight paradigm. I fight for sight.